Yeah, just one Mick here, Swenson Mowing. Quick video. Some biopsies taken out of my arm yesterday. I think it's that one there. I reckon it'll be a carcinoma or some sort of skin cancer. So I'll find back that out tomorrow. Just wanted to say, what are we on the 1st of March 2023, and 3 years ago today I kicked my business in. Back then it was Swenson Mowing and Grounds Maintenance. Now it's Swenson Mowing, because most of my work I've sort of headed off into the mowing side of things, because it's easier work. It's consistent. You can consistently get a run going. In winter, obviously, I'll do a little bit of grounds maintenance, but not a lot, because I've got other stuff to do down on Macquarie Ridge, the piece of land that Carly and I bought. Macquarie Ridge. Yeah, so just quickly, I won't go on about it. I want to keep it as short as I can. So 3 years, where I was previously working, which is Sunshine Coast Council, I got to a point that I couldn't stay there any longer, because I was getting a lot of grief from one management person in particular. He knows who he is. You ever heard that old saying, every dog has its day? Hopefully one day something comes back to bite him on the arse, because he goes out of his way to give people a hard time, that particular character, and a couple of his little plebs that run around trying to give their amount of grief too, but they went out of their way to give me a fair bit of grief, and I don't forget. Not that it's a threat or anything, but if ever they need a hand from me, or if anyone ever asks me, I just tell them straight out. Great job. So if the percentage of the management team weren't there, that's okay. That's why I end up kicking my own business in. At 57 years of age, I wasn't really going to. Wasn't really feeling like kicking my own business in, but it was clearly the writing was on the wall for me, and not only me, a fair few of the other staff, which have all left since I've been gone, through whatever means. But anyhow, that's life. They say all you do get from looking backwards. Dick Johnson says sore neck is true. That's true. Well, they actually done me a favour, because I've never been happier. I was happy in that job, but I wasn't happy with the continuous, we'll say, bullying. Bullying's nothing else other than that. I don't like bullies. I can't stand bullies. And so for me it was a better thing to have move on, and that's what I've done. And 3 years has gone by quick. It's never been more enjoyable working than working for myself. I love it. I steer my own boat, do things how I want to do it, and buy the equipment I want to buy to do the best job. And people, now, even though I've wound back down the hours, the people that I still work for, and the numbers are smaller now, because I'm down to doing 10 hours, paid hours a week. So with that, you know, I can pick and choose who I want to work for, and there's not a single person that doesn't say to me, "You just do a brilliant job, Mick. Thanks for your efforts. You sure that's enough money?" Yes, that's heaps. I just appreciate that you give me the work, and I appreciate you're happy with the work. So I say to people, and lovely people that can't do what I do, and they're happy to pay. And the ones that aren't happy, well, you just move on from them. Had to shuffle a few off, but that's okay. But yeah, if anyone ever asks me again, what would you work for yourself again? Well, I kicked in at 57 years of age, 3 years. and like I'd left 1,000 hours sick behind, you know, I'd done a lot of work for that place, and I wasn't really planning on going out at 57 and working for myself. But if anyone ever asked me, I'd just say do it. There's plenty of jobs around, and if you're not happy doing what you're doing, just move out. Go and do something you're happy with, and if you can't make it go, but you can always find other work. I get offered jobs regularly, driving trucks, driving days. The other day I was offered a job. It's constant. I get offered more and more work doing what I'm doing. I've got to knock it back. I funnel that work off to other people that I know that I think would do a good job. And yeah, that's about the size of it. Look, I haven't really got much else to say, but like I say, if you're ever in two minds to go and work for yourself, and you're in a place that you can make $1 out of it, like, you know, you've got to do your research, as I did, and you know, it was a bit touch and go for probably the first 3 months, and I'm thinking to myself, oh geez, should I kept putting up with what I was putting up with? Nah, I'd rather be sleeping in the back of my ute than putting up with that, I thought. Or my Nissan Patrol at the time, it was a wagon. I'd rather be sleeping in my wagon than putting up with shit from shitheads. But anyhow, that's really, I haven't got much else to say, but I just wanted to thank everyone that's given me work in the last 3 years, and the clientele that I've got now that I'm extremely happy with, and they're nice people. Thanks a lot, and we'll soldier on for a little bit longer. I'm getting towards the end of my working career. Yeah, so, you know, it's I've been going since 1978. First week in 1978, I started. Had 2 weeks unemployment in all that time, and I've always had a job. So I'm pretty blessed like that. I'm very happy with my lot in life. Now Carly and I will be spending time down at Macquarie Ridge, down near Stanthorpe, on our piece of land. I'll continue to do a few lawns up here, and with the plan of down the track to shift down there. This beautiful place, Maloney and that, but it's got all too expensive. We're lucky we rent my brother and sister-in-law's house off them, one of their houses, and we get charged very fair rent here, very fair. But when you look at other people's $600 and $700 a week rent, I don't know how they do it. So it's quickly becoming a rich man and woman's paradise up here in Maloney, but just none of the other average workers be flat out hanging on because it's just too expensive. That's the whole Sunshine Coast. Majority of the Sunshine Coast is all the same, which is a real pity, because I do love this town, but you can't flog a dead horse. There's no use flogging a dead horse. So look, I'm going to leave it at that. That's my take on 3 years of working for myself. Nothing but happy days, and I'll continue on. So I'm going to give it a double thumbs up on Swano Mick. Yous all have a lovely day, and we'll leave it at that. Swano Mick from Swenson Mowing. Swano Mick out.